Paul from paulniger.com. I want to intro this topic about happiness, and we all seek happiness in different intensities in our lives. You know, to some degree we all want to be happy, but it's funny how we all find ourselves challenged to some extent for being happy. And why is that? Well, one of the reasons is because we live our lives in comparison. We live our lives in contrast. So in order to find that level of happiness we seek, we must remove our contrast lenses, as I call it. So what happens is a lot of us compare ourselves to other people, and we might see someone who's able to run faster than us. Like, man, that guy's running so fast. Look at the celebration he's able to have, whereas I'm way back here still trying to catch up. You know, some people are more physically inclined than us. Another person might be getting straight A's and we're struggling to get C's. You know, some people are more scholastically inclined than us. You know what I mean? So there's always a comparison, and when you compare yourself, you negate your own ability, and you start to live your life trying to emulate the other person. Like, for example, we see this a lot in celebrities, like reality TV shows, Kim Kardashian. If you ever watch MTV Cribs or the Kardashian shows, you're living your life in contrast because you're thinking, man, they're living such a great life. You know, they have all this money that they're parading, and they're wearing these fancy clothes, driving these fancy cars. They seem to be living a happier life than I am. And then meanwhile, we look at our own lives and we think, man, you know, I guess I'm not happy. And we start to challenge our own ability, our own natural ability to be happy, because we keep questioning it. You know, we're living in that contrast that I mentioned. So if you consider a person who's lived in a remote island their entire lives and they've never met or known of any other person aside from themselves, are they going to be happy? Well, sure, why not? Because they can't compare. They have nothing to compare to. They can't ever say, oh, well, the grass is greener on the other side, because there's no fence. You know, it's just all open, and they're, you know, what they have is what they have, and that's all they need. You know, and that's the beauty of it, because a lot of us fail to utilize our own tools. You know, we have all these great gifts in our lives that we're all born with, different ones, different degrees, it doesn't matter. But when you're able to harness your own your own tools in your life, that's when you're able to, you know, find that level of happiness. You can celebrate your own self. The moment you start to challenge yourself to live like someone else, you're not going to be authentic, and you're not going to be living in a natural state of happiness. It's all going to be false, and it won't last for that long. So the key is to live in presence, and I'm not talking about gifts, presence. I'm talking about being in the present moment. So when you realize everything that you have and everything that you are here today is enough, and you can utilize what you have and be resourceful to get to, you know, another area, wherever you want to go and whoever you want to be, but be resourceful. Don't try to emulate, just try to be you. Be the greatest you can ever be, because no one can be you better than you. You are a master of your own self, if you allow yourself to be. You know, if you don't want to be a master, then you're going to end up, you know, challenging yourself to be happy, and you're going to keep challenging yourself to live like someone else is living, you know. So that's just a quick overview of my blog topic. Check out the full read, greater explanations of it on my website, paulniger.com, and my last name is spelled Nijar. See ya.